Hey FitLifer, Drew Canoli. Remember, we're in this together. It's Mindset Monday, and on this Mindset Monday, I'm going to talk about healing guilt. Guilt is absolutely one of the worst things that you can experience as a human being. It will hold you back from accomplishing your weight loss goals. It'll hold you back from that job promotion. It'll hold you back from that ideal relationship that you're looking for. And today, I'm going to show you how to eradicate yourself of guilt. If you get anything out of this video, do me a favor at the end of the video and subscribe to our channel. So the only way guilt can exist is to believe that it really happened. Most guilt comes from the past. So what we do is we take these little memory deposits. Maybe it's an event that happened with your mom or your dad, whatever it is, and we form a memory around it. So that memory, every single time we have it, it changes. One memory is not the same every time. It's like scanning a copy of a picture. Once you scan it 100 times, the image changes. So what you do is you form an impression in your mind every single time that you have this memory. And it starts to build up. It starts to become real. And it's based on your opinion of that time when you actually had it. So let's say you were 4 years old. Your opinion as a 4-year-old child has changed dramatically over the course of your life. But for some reason, you're still holding on to the guilt as if it happened yesterday. Listen, I get it. I've been there completely. I was abused as a child. I had all these traumatic experiences, and I was holding on to it my whole entire life till I realized this concept of this opinion that I had when I was a child. So we need to erase that opinion. We need to get rid of it. Because getting rid of that opinion that you had as a 4-year-old child is going to free you from becoming the mature adult that you are today. So how do we do that? Number one, from taking this bag of bricks that you've been carrying around, also known as guilt, and releasing them for good, is to develop a positive affirmation. My affirmation is, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and I'm listening. And then when I say I'm listening, I'm silent for 3 or 4 seconds. I say it again. And I do this consciously throughout the day. And by saying this over and over and over again, it weakens my ego from holding on to those past memories that I formed in my mind that have created this rock-like substance of the past. So let's get rid of the past. Let's put that completely behind us. And here's number two. This one's a little bit tricky. If somebody hurt you in the past and you haven't forgiven them, or maybe you have forgiven them, but you're still holding on to it. It's still shape-shifting your current reality. You're still depositing those memories in your memory bank. Here's what I encourage you to do, and this will free you. Grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, and write that person a letter, expressing how you feel, expressing the way that you saw it. In detail, as that 4-year-old or however old you were in this situation, write it down. Get all your feelings out on paper. And apologize to that person. I know it sounds crazy. It's like, you want me to apologize to this person that did this to me so long ago that I've had guilty feelings of my whole entire life? You really want me to do that, Drew? I do. And number three, always remember that the way people see you in your experience is a reflection of their own consciousness. Every single event, every single thing that they've been through in their own life is like a set of sunglasses, and they see through these sunglasses to see you as a person. So it's clouded by all the insufficiencies, all the insecurities of their own being. It doesn't affect you. In fact, they're judging you based on their experience. They've probably never even seen the real you. You know the you I'm talking about, the spiritual you, the you that not everybody knows about, that maybe one person in this entire earth really has seen the real you. And you're afraid to go there. I totally get it, because I've been afraid my whole entire life to really be that me. Well, you need to let all that go. And part of this guilt video is to release that and to start living from that dwelling place of light. That's where I want you to go. I want you to really start to be the real spiritual you. The you that wakes up in the morning is completely energized, full, fueled, and ready to go for the day. Live from that state. Worrying about what others think disempowers your own values. I often get a lot of emails from young men asking how to get more confidence, how to get more strength, how to really be that authentic male. And it all comes down to recognizing that I am a true spiritual being. And when I recognize that every single thing I do, if I live from that spirit side of my life, then the rest of it will just fall into place. And that's what gives me confidence. That's what gives me strength. That's what wakes me up in the morning and gets me up out of bed, allowing me to do this for you on a daily basis. It's living from that spirit spot. So that's what I encourage any young male, any young woman trying to find their way, trying to find their purpose. They're confused about what school to go to, what to do with their life. Anybody in this particular type of situation, start living from that authentic spiritual spot, and the rest of it will just unfold. Guilt is a game that a lot of families like to play. They enroll you in it. Feel guilty for me because you didn't do this. Now, because you didn't do this, will you do this for me? People get caught up in this guilt net, and it's really, really hard to escape. And then they live from a spot of guilt. Resentment adds up. All these things. And people start to take it on from a physical aspect. I believe the vast majority of America in this obesity problem that we're dealing with could be tied back somewhat to this guilt epidemic. So how do we release ourselves from that net that's casted in the family, in the corporations, wherever we work, different things? People use this game of guilt. How do you break free from that net? Simple. Step to the side of it. And expect no flare-up. Don't expect there to be a big argument or anything like that. You can simply step to the side and allow it to pass. You don't have to play that game. And when others see that you're not playing that game of guilt, they won't throw that net at you anymore. Either people will approve of you or they won't. Don't ask them for their approval, because when they don't approve, then you're going to have to spend your energy, which is very, very valuable, explaining yourself to them. It's like metaphysically taking your energy or that spirit source and throwing it down the drain. It's a game you don't want to play. So work on these guilt things over the next week and let me know how it goes. Leave a comment below this video and start focusing on who you really are, living from that spirit spot. You are authentic. You are an original creation. There's no duplicate out there like you on this planet. You're an individual. You're a magnificent creator and an infinite being that's sent here to do great things. I believe in you. I've probably never even met you, but if you're watching this video, there's a reason for it. I believe I've come into your experience for a very distinct reason, and I'm happy to be playing this role. So, I'm Drew Canoli. Remember, we're in this together, and I'll see you next week.